We begin this Tuesday evening with breaking news. A fast-growing brush fire prompting evacuations in Alameda County. This is south of Pleasanton. Now, this is burning north of Highway 84 and Little Valley Road in the unincorporated community of Sunol. Now, this is a remote area, but some evacuations near the area have been ordered. Now, here's a live look from our chopper right now. The flames have scorched about 700 acres since the fire began about 2 hours ago. We have seen CAL FIRE air tankers and helicopters making an aggressive attack on this fire. Now, here's a closer look at the neighborhoods currently under evacuation orders. Those are in red, and the warnings are in yellow. Now, these areas are east and south of a Calipe Preserve golf course. That order includes Ruby Hill Golf Club. Now, here's a look at video from our chopper during the peak of the smoke. This is just pouring into the sky there. We're also seeing pockets of active flames as that fire continues to burn. Now, despite the heat, fire crews are getting a bit of a helping hand from higher humidity levels today. I want to bring in First Alert meteorologist Zoe Mintz with a closer look at the conditions as well as how the smoke is impacting our air quality.
Yeah, I mean, the people who live downwind of this smoke are definitely seeing it and smelling it as well. There is slightly good news when it comes to the clouds in the air, but if you live inland where the fire is, it's really not increasing our relative humidity that much. So let's take a look at where the fire currently is and where it could potentially be heading. Because if you look at the cloud coverage, it's kind of moving up from the southwest. So those places who are south or northeast of the fire, because the winds are blowing in from the southwest, are going to be seeing it. So Livermore over to Pleasanton, you're likely going to be seeing some smoke in the air. Current conditions, they're hot out there. It's 92 degrees right now. We are again looking at those winds gusting upwards of 10 to 20 miles an hour. So that is going to continue to blow that smoke and blow that fire towards Livermore, towards Pleasanton. So it's something we'll keep a very close eye on because of how quickly it has grown. And again, just the past couple of hours, and the winds are going to stay gusty through sunset. So again, it is something we'll keep a very close eye on. While the rest of the Bay Area also feeling the heat, not just those inland areas, we're going to continue to see that widespread cloud coverage and maybe even the potential for a bit of dry lightning late tonight and into early tomorrow, which could potentially even increase our chances for another wildfire to spark. I'll let you know how long this dry lightning potential is going to stick around for and when we'll be seeing a return to more typical July weather coming up in just a bit. Back to you.
Look forward to that. Thank you, Zoe. All right, let's get back to those live pictures from our chopper of this fire. Again, you can see the flames right there and that really thick smoke. This fire is now 700 acres. There are evacuation orders. Our Maddie White just parked on the scene near the Ruby Hill Golf Club. She joins us now on the phone. Maddie, what are you seeing out there right now?
Hey there. Yeah, I'm on Vineyard Avenue at the front entrance of the club at Ruby Hill, which is a golf course, country club, and wedding venue. Well, I'm seeing dozens and dozens of cars pour out of the club right now. It's clear they're being asked to leave. And there are also dozens of homes in the Ruby Hill area as well, near the swim and tennis club. So I even spoke with a family briefly who is walking around with a panicked look on their face. They said that the girl said that her dad is at home in that area, but can't drive to get himself out. So they're trying to figure out a way to get him out of the area, even though cops here have blocked off the road and no one is allowed in towards this golf course. So it's definitely an interesting turn of events on this afternoon. You know, it was a humid day today, but seeing this plume of smoke in the sky, it's really jarring. I mean, you can tell it's just absolutely looming over the vineyards here. And there's also several cars that possibly are commuters that are using this road to go home right here on Vineyard Avenue that are being asked to slow down, stop. Even some of them are turning around. It's creating a backlog of traffic here. And like I said, there's just a lot of people with questions. Officers are out here on their feet talking to people saying, turn around. Not to mention, just a few minutes ago, I was driving up Vineyard Avenue, and on my personal phone, I got an emergency alert, like a blaring alert that said, AC alert, wildfire evacuation order, leave, in caps, immediately using designated routes. Take essential items only, do not delay. So for more information on that, you can visit acalert.org. But in the meantime, we're keeping a close eye on this fire that's been really starting to get worse. I've seen helicopters. I've seen some planes hovering above the area where the smoke's coming from. So here's hoping for the best that they can get it under control.
Maddie, you're in the area right now. We're seeing these images of just massive amounts of smoke. How's the air quality there? Are you able to breathe at all?
It's actually not too bad, and I'm guessing that has a lot to do with the fact that there's a pretty strong breeze right now, which on one hand is bad for the fire spreading, but on the other hand, it's not like you're hitting a wall of smoke as you open your car door. So for now, it's okay from what I can tell, but definitely that like eerie yellowish sky above us, the one that we've become all too familiar with here in California.
Yes, absolutely. All right, Maddie White, we're going to check in with you a little bit later with more information. Again, you're looking at live pictures of a fire burning in Sunol. That's just east of Pleasanton in Alameda County there. That brush fire prompting evacuations north of Highway 84, east and south of the Calipe Preserve Golf Course. That order includes Ruby Hill Golf Club, where Maddie White just was right now. We're going to keep following all the latest developments from Sunol throughout the newscast.